My name is Michele and my daughter's name is Mary. She is currently about to turn 10. She's in 4th grade. We came to Brain Balance now almost a year and a half ago. Since she was pretty young, starting at about age 2, she started speech therapy. And by the time she was about 4 and a half, she was doing speech therapy, occupational therapy. She was working with a tutor a couple times a week. All of those things really helped her and helped scaffold her growth and development and learning from the time she was in preschool up until about 1st grade. Around that time, she was just sort of falling behind in some key areas, including reading. We sought out educational evaluation. That ended up leading us to glasses and vision therapy, and we saw this great growth in her reading. And she had a really strong 2nd grade year in a lot of ways. But even with all of that scaffolding and seeing so many gains, it would often feel like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Even as her sort of like reading skills really flourished, we were getting this consistent feedback from school, really all centered around executive functioning skills. Work completion on time, staying on task, avoiding work sometimes. After talking to some friends about it and on the advice of a really good friend who I have a close relationship with, she and her daughter had gone through the program and she thought, I think this could really be beneficial to you. And so we came into the center in January of 2025 and started our journey. It was very warm and joyful, and I think for me as a mom, bringing her into the center 3 times a week, one of the best parts of it was how excited, willing, and happy she was to come here 3 times a week. It was a big time commitment for her and for us, and I think just the fact that it wasn't ever a fight. There was never any resistance from her, and I think that speaks to the approach of the program and so much positive reinforcement that the kids get. I think so many times, as parents, we can hear a lot about the things that aren't going so well, especially when it comes to school. So to be in a community of people and coaches and other parents and be able to, every time you're in here, hear about the positives, that's huge. And it's great for their confidence. It's good for everyone. She had slowly kind of graduated from speech therapy and occupational therapy, but since she started the program, she no longer is meeting with a tutor, which is huge. We've seen definite gains academically in terms of her organization skills at school and being able to keep track of her own work. Her time management skills at school have really improved. Overall executive functioning, I think, for a child of her age it's caught up to where her peers are. So that's felt really good. And I think even more than that, in the academic gains that we're seeing is her confidence and just how comfortable she is in her body. I mean, we're seeing physical manifestations of that in her coordination, and she started horseback riding, and just having the core muscles to be able to do that in a small body has been so fun to watch her be able to do that. And I credit a lot of the work that she's done here and the growth that she's made that has allowed her then to engage in an activity like that and be confident and physically be able to do it. So I would definitely highly recommend Brain Balance, and I have to many people, because I think it gave us, it kind of brought everything that she was doing. It was kind of like this magic piece that brought it all together, for a lack of a better way to explain it. So I would say you won't regret it. And I would also say too, sometimes I think when our children are struggling or there's areas that are just more challenging to them than we might like to see, it can feel really isolating. And so just to know you're not alone. And this is such a warm, friendly community. I mean, now that she's in the mastery phase, I feel like I miss seeing the coaches on a regular basis and coming in, and it just feels really good to be in such a warm, supportive community where you feel like you're not alone, because really we're not, but it can be so isolating.